we're going to make butterscotch carrot Blondie bars. Now this has the spiciness and moistness of a carrot cake, but the butterscotch makes it a real treat. So let's get started. First, start off with a medium-sized bowl, and in that bowl you're going to put 2½ cups of all-purpose flour. You're also going to put in 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, you're going to put 2½ teaspoons of cinnamon, and you're going to put a teaspoon of salt. And in that bowl, just go ahead with a spoon or a spatula and just combine it all together. Stir it all together. And it will look like this. And then just set that aside for the moment. Now in a large size bowl, we're going to put our butter. And we're going to put 1½ sticks of butter that I've had at room temperature. It can be, softened ahead of time if you prefer. And I'm going to just start to break it up with my beaters. The next thing we're going to put in is 1/3 cup of granulated sugar. And we want to combine the sugar and the butter together. And you'll do that on medium, high, or high speed, whatever you prefer. Now, once you do that, you're going to put 1 cup of brown sugar in. And start beating that all together till it becomes relatively smooth. And I'm going to raise my speed up a little bit here and get things going a bit. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to put in 2 eggs and beat those in. That was 2 eggs. And now I'm at high speed so that everything comes together and creams together nicely. So I want to get to that bottom of that bowl and work those sides. And I'll show you what that looks like. Now once we have that, we're going to use vanilla. And we're going to put actually 2 teaspoons of vanilla. And beat that in. This is a relatively fast recipe to make. The next you're going to need 2½ cups, or if you want to put a little bit more carrots, you can go to 3 cups if you prefer. I like to stay within about 2½. But finely shred and grate your carrots. You want them very, very fine in texture, and put that in. And then with your mixer on low speed, just combine your carrots in the batter. And then with my spatula, I'll just make sure it's combined. And the next thing I'm going to put in is actually 1 cup of butterscotch morsels. And once they're combined, you're going to go back to your dry ingredients and just start putting it in a little at a time. I like to actually use my spatula to do this. You can use your mixer, of course, it's up to you. I just don't want to overbeat it. I'd rather just combine it till all the flour is in in it. When you're baking this, your kitchen will really smell terrific because you're going to smell all that cinnamon. Now I put the rest of the flour in, and now I'm just going to mix this into the batter. And work with it till all the flour, traces of the white flour, are gone. And I'll show you what that looks like. And there we have the batter. Now you're going to need a 13 by 9 pan that you can spray with your oil spray. And just put your batter into your pan. And then just smooth it out evenly into the sides and even in the center. And you're going to bake this at 350 from anywhere from 30 to 35 minutes. And you can use a toothpick to check for the doneness if you prefer. So again, 350 for 30 to 35 minutes. Now this recipe will render you 24 bars. And I have one to show you what they look like once they're baked. And this is what they're going to look like once you plate them. They're very moist. They have carrots in it, as I said, a carrot cake, but you've got those butterscotch morsels that really add such great flavor. I hope you like this recipe. If you do, let me hear from you. Leave a comment. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe.